What happened?
Well, we had a flat coming over here. Looks like maybe even the axle broke. I don't know. But
Hello, welcome back to Stokes Family Ranch. I'm Lonnie.
And I'm Dan.
We have a beautiful day today, and we've taken advantage of it. Got lots of things done. Check some eggs. We had 7 eggs.
7 eggs.
Oh yeah,
It's golden.
that is. It's pretty awesome.
It's money in the bank.
That's right. Hey, it's been a good day.
Productive day.
Yeah. So Titus just finished a report. Our 8th graders did a research paper, and they had to do it on the Indian Removal Act. So we were just discussing it. Well, there's water everywhere right now. One of the things that he learned when he was doing the report, he's like, you know what, one of the hardest things for the Cherokees when they came over, so we live right smack in the middle of Cherokee Nation, and so he's kind of fascinated with it. Dan's family has some Cherokee background, my family has some Cherokee background. We do not have official proof, I guess. We don't have a card, a Cherokee card, because my family did not want to be registered. That's a long, interesting story. Basically, there was a fight, and with I guess would have been my great grandpa, maybe 3 greats. Anyways, he was afraid he was going to get arrested. He didn't want to be tracked, so the promise was none of them would ever register as Cherokee. So I need to ask more on your family. What's the story there? Do you know?
I don't know. Never asked.
We don't know why they don't have a card. We'll have to ask. Let's ask your mom that. We might ask that tonight. We're having dinner over there tonight. So anyways, Titus learned that one of the hardest things, because when the Cherokees moved here, there was nothing here when any of the Native Americans were sent here. So what happens in Oklahoma is there's a lot of rain, and then there's not any. And a lot of the Cherokees came from more of tropical climate, like Georgia, South Carolina, some North Carolina. And, you know, they get more consistent rain and growing seasons. And then they came here and they're like, oh, flooding, and then drought. Flooding, drought. So it took a while for them to figure that all out. So it's interesting, like our growing season, we should be planting in about a month.
Pretty quick.
Sometimes we can't. So, like, there's been times that Phil has planted and the kids, all of us have got out there, we planted the corn, and then it just rains and rains and rains, and we have to start all over. So you just never know around here. It's a little piece of Oklahoma history for you. All the rain and puddles sitting around has made Titus and I having these conversations, and he's like, I see why it was so hard for our ancestors to come in here and try and figure out the planting and all that. Good job, Some more basketball. The girls won regionals, or no, they won consolation.
Yep. 3rd place regionals.
Yes.
So they made it to area. So they're in the losers bracket of the area tournament. So they've got to win three games in a row to make a state. So let's see how it goes.
So we'll be starting that Thursday. And as long as they keep going, they'll go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're about an hour and a half away from here. So here we go. We have the last 3 or 4 years taken an annual birthday measuring picture with Titus. Yesterday was his birthday, and he's grown a lot. Measuring time.
okay, is that right there?
Yep.
Oh, I kind of like.
Yep. You go 6 weeks.
These come all the way back from the ground, so we have to trim them back every year. They get huge. And they're more of a lime green. These will be the dark, and then these will be like a lime green come out. I'm here cleaning out my flower beds because I'm starting to get antsy. The grass, the clover's starting to come up and fill in a little bit, so if I kind of stay on top of it, pull it out, it'll be ready to go when it's time to plant my flowers. And Dan just got through trimming back the bushes and getting those ready to go, so I'm getting those leaves out. But this is about the time of year. We have some pretty days and there's starting to be some patches of clover around, and I'm like, oh, is it time to plant? It is not, but I really want to really bad. This is what it looks like. Clover comes out easy, but this grass is thicker. I have to get down under the roots and get it out. Christ, the grass is coming in this thick already. That's crazy. Okay, this is part of our water. So this tube, tack it down back here, and then this goes right down in my flowers. And it'll spray a little bit out here. It doesn't go far. And when the timer goes off, it goes off about 4 times a day, and it'll water our stuff. It's great for ferns. And then it goes up, and then our hanging plants too. Tatum went out this morning, picked me some flowers, put them on my table. Those are my favorite. I love it. Those are probably what makes me so antsy and ready to start planting, because they start coming up before everything else. It's getting windy. And then it makes me think it's time. It is not yet, but they're so pretty out there. We're assuming a long time ago there used to be a house here or right over there, and they planted all those. I planted some orange ones in my flower bed one year. My nanny gave me. And then we put in a sidewalk and we put in our flower bed, so it pulled all of them up. So I need to do that again. That way they come up every year about this time. And then I'll be ready to plant my other stuff once they die. So they don't last, they don't bloom for very long, but they just are one of God's best reminders that spring is coming for Oklahoma. After we've had sloppy, nasty mess, and they've even came up before through the snow, and we're like, oh, it's coming. It's going to happen again. We'll go over and check on the chickens, see how they're doing. The piglets are overeating on mama. They keep getting in with the baby calf this morning. So this calf, he's pretty good size, and 2 bottles really for his size is not enough. So we went ahead and got some baby beef for him, and the piglets jumped in there and we're eating his baby beef, so we've got to get them locked out. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? Hey, no, you ready to eat again? You always ready to eat. And then here's Peaches and her babies. Uh-oh, I disturbed her. yesterday we celebrated Titus' birthday. We're gonna eat dinner tonight at Phil and Diana's with the Stokes family for his birthday dinner. But we had a first last night of possible tornadoes and tornado warnings, and we were seeing it, and they said some watches for us, but nothing ever happened. And the girls ended up playing 3 days, and by Saturday and Sunday night we couldn't hardly keep our eyes open. But we knew that if it got bad, Phil was going to call us. And there's been a few times that normally we are light sleepers, but this time of year, you know, it just gets a little rough. So he's had to come and knock on our bedroom window before and tell us to take cover. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to bed. Phil will call if we need to take cover. And he never did. So we slept right through it, but I guess we had some pretty intense winds and a lot of rain because it is really wet around here. Ladies are all doing good. And the one gentleman, ooh, we got a lot of eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 eggs. Good job, girls. That's exciting. Okay, I got my eggs. 7 of them. Awesome. If they keep laying like this, I'm gonna have to get Diana and I one of those egg aprons. Oh, there's the pigs are in the calf feed again. They're all over the place. Arm and Hagrid are doing good too. They're in this section. They are enjoying the sunshine. Okay, been watering my plants. Clean my eggs off. But I saw that Premier Fencing is back in stock. I've been trying to get that fencing since we got the coons, the pigs. And now that the babies are running all over the place, they keep sneaking out of the fence. Our electric fence isn't keeping them in. So I think I'm gonna order that because I don't know if you saw on Derek's video a couple weeks ago, we got some coyotes that are running around, and I went by a friend's house today, and they actually live over there by Walker Farm Fam, and I guess they've got 2 big coyotes that have been getting into stuff too, and they got some of her baby goats. So Cassie and Gary, they haven't seen it yet. I don't think that it's gotten any of theirs, but I thought, ooh, they might get our baby pigs. So, especially since they're getting brave like that, they're getting close. Like, I haven't seen coyotes get that close. I don't know if I ever have, but I know it's like their mating season too. So, I'm gonna get that Premier Fencing ordered because the next round of babies be coming pretty soon too with Marm. So, and get them all safe and in and staying in with Mama. See if it does it. Oh, wait, see if it. It's ready to eat. Got a little bit of rain. Nope, it's not done too now.
What are you doing?
What happened?
Well, we had a flat coming over here. Looks like maybe even the axle broke. I don't know. But
Crappy setup.
a crappy setup. That's pretty good. It's called redneck farming is what it's called.
Oh man, it smells really bad.
Yeah. And what I want to know, we're going to have one part of the garden that's...
It's nice and fertilized.
Yeah. Like, how do you put all the rest of it?
Who's gonna clean up this mess?
Oh man. What?
Good idea, bad idea.
Look at that rut. That's huge.
Yeah, well, kind of flat. It was pretty heavy. I mean, both of those were full to the top.
Well, he made it all the way across the field. I saw him back there. What's he doing now? What's that?
Well, now he's spreading out dirt on the driveway.
What's that pink thing in the middle of the... Okay, so what was the original plan? Oh, there's just. How was it supposed to have worked? Ooh, the dogs.
This is why you don't let dogs lick your face.
Anyways, so the plan was what?
Well, fill up these containers.
With cow manure from the
From
dairy.
the dairy. And there's a hole in the side that is designed to lift up the side of the container and let the poop drain out. Does not look very effective to me. Yes. Well, we're not shoveling it.
Dan's grandma was big on the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, it's just it was a pretty good indicator on when the rains were going to come and when the last frosts were going to be and how bad the winters were going to be. I never bought one, but she always said the almanac said this and that. So I don't know if it's accurate or not. That's just what she always said.
She probably knows what she's talking about. I probably should buy one because the last 2 years I have planted my flowers way too early and planted them in April, and we had major frost after I planted them. We saved them, we covered them because you spent all that money, but it was a little scary. So maybe I should buy an almanac and see when I can plant.
Maybe so.
A friend texted me last week, wanted to know when I would be planting this year, and I said probably the 1st of May. Usually we're pretty safe if we do the 1st of May, but I get so antsy.
Starts to get nice
So
and
ready
get the
to-
bug.
Yes, it's time. Like today makes me want to plant flowers real bad.
It's too early.
It is
early.
way too early. It's only February 27th. Too early. Speaking of that, today's Danny's birthday, David's middle daughter. Happy birthday, Danny. And yeah, we also saw on the news that it's supposed to get pretty cold mid-March, the middle of March again. So it would not be wise to plant anything yet. But it's getting there. It's getting there. So,
Yep.
anyways, that's what's going on around here. We hope you guys have a good and godly week, and we will see you soon.
See ya.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Titus. Happy birthday to you.
Why do you make it so bad? He's laughing at himself. That's the worst part.
Is that a cake?
Yeah, strawberries and crusts. That's what he wants.
Oh, let's go.
So we're discussing the poo situation, and what'd you say, Titus?
I saw them out there working on it, and I decided to walk back inside because I didn't want to go in the middle of that.
Why not?
'Cause I don't like doing that job.
Why do you not like that job?
It splashes all over you.
Yeah,
Poop gets everywhere.
so gross. It's a stinky situation. So he's gonna lift those containers back up at some point, I guess, with the tractor, maybe. Anyways, so yeah, we'll be spreading. He'll be spreading the poo, I guess, with the tractor. I'm assuming. I'm not gonna be shoveling that. He said he'd pay you. Well, that was a good end to the evening. Did you have a happy birthday?
Yep.
Okay, good.